Gemini, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of March 2025. And I'll do the reading for you, and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Gemini. All right, the overall energy for the reading, the 10 of Cups. That talks a lot about happiness here. I feel like you're trying to keep positive. Here, there's a lot of commotion in this reading. I'm not gonna lie. But this one is kind of keeping it all to the surface there. It's keeping you floating, at least. So, okay, we'll see. You know, first sight, it's never really what's going on, so don't panic. Anyways, in the opening up the reading, you get the 8 of Swords crossed by the Hierophant. There's a little bit of overthinking here, a little too much than you would want. Something's bugging you, something's stressing you out. It could have to do with somebody else. I do see a commitment potentially tied up to this, whatever's going through your mind here. However, in your focus, you get the 4 of Swords. So you're trying your best to chill, to take it easy, take it slow, you know, just do you. And that's the good part of it, because I feel like it's keeping you balanced through whatever's going on here. In the recent past, the Queen of Cups, I mean, that's you showing up with your heart open, like a really cool energy, and really kind of being in the present a lot more, where there's no, at least not as much overthinking. Okay. In your strength, the Tower. So something is going on that's shaking you up a little bit there. I don't know what exactly. We'll see. In the immediate future, the Death card. Something could be coming to a close. People, don't freak out when you see death cards and towers. And, you know, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. A lot of times it's a good thing. You know, we need to shake things off of our lives. So I get it. And oh my God. Take it as, you know, everything is going to come to an end at some point, and some things really do need to. So it's not that big of a deal. When I do see a lot of commotion, yes, when all of these energies show up at once, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. So breathe, don't freak out when you see these cards. They're not bad unless we make them. So not a bad thing. Something's coming to an end there. In the supportive energy here, the 6 of Swords, you're already kind of making your way out of something without even potentially even recognizing that. The energy tied up to you that you may not be aware of at this moment in time, the 10 of Wands, something's a little more difficult than it should be. I don't know what exactly yet. In your hopes and fears, the Hermit. That's the best thing you could do. That's the intention you've got through all of this. So no matter what comes, no matter what happens, no matter what's shaken, you keep yourself balanced, you're good to go. You know, you'll be able to handle pretty much everything that comes your way. So you're doing exactly that. That's where your focus is. In the potential outcome, the Page of Swords, you're taking small steps in a direction here. Feels good to you, but it's you know, it's not rushed. It's just one day at a time type of thing. Okay. Let's clarify. Let's do the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Swords, the Hierophant, the 5 of Wands. Yes, something's bound to go because it's not working out. Why would you want to hang out to something that doesn't work out? You wouldn't, right? Out it goes. It could be, again, tied up to this commitment that I'm seeing here, or a potential for a commitment, but it carries this sense of pressure, conflict. Something's just not matching with your frequency there, you know, within the situation. You don't even have to fight every day. It's just something's off, you know? So why would you hang on to this if it's not? Your frequency shows me the 10 of Cups. Happiness. flow, organic flow to things. This one is not that. So it does carry a little bit of, should I just discard of it? Of course, it's not as easy as it sounds, but at the same time, it needs to go if it's not good for you, right? I mean, I hope. For the 8 of Swords, you get the Magician, the 6 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. Not if you fight with it. Not if you say, but is there a way to fix it, though? To make it work? I don't know. Did you try? I bet you tried before you asked this question for 100th time. I bet you tried. But, like, is it working? That's what's causing you to get stuck in this place. You fighting against the reality that's showing you, hey, something's off here. And you're like, no, I know that. But, well, if you know that, why is there a but there? You keep on trying to fight against the reality of things here, and that's what kind of gets you in this type of place. Let's do the Hierophant. You get the 2 of Cups, the King of Cups, the 7 of Cups. But I feel like it'd be so much better than what it is, though. There's so many things that we can do to bring it to that better place. I don't know. I just feel it in me. This is going to work out. Okay. I'm not going to argue with you there. You want to feel that, feel that. Is it doing anything for you, though? And how long have you been at this for? If that's what you feel that it's gonna work out, do you have a time frame for that also? When? Tomorrow? 2 weeks? 2 years? How long are you willing to sacrifice here? Because at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. So let's do the 4 of Swords. In your focus, you get the 4 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, the Judgment card. Okay. I mean, again, on one hand, you're the one that goes and fights against everything that shows up here to be true, because, you want to make it look better and feel better, which is understandable. We all do that. You're not the only one that, falls for these types of self-entrapments, because that's what this is truly at the end of the day. And then on the other hand, you're also very much aware of the reality. You're also, it's like when we're dealing with types of situations like these, we kind of split into two. The one that kind of keeps it all together and is like, what the fuck am I doing? The one that is like, it's normal for me to fight against what's going on here, So there's always that. And there's that part where you're focusing a lot on this part, this part, the realistic part, right? The part in which you can see that, hey, this is not healthy for me. What I'm doing right now with this one is not healthy. I'm allowing for something to be unhealthy because I keep on fighting against it because I want to make it look pretty. So this is the part that you're focusing on right now a whole lot more, rather than the part of let's fight against this, You come in a little upset with the fact that there is that other part to you that wants to fight against the reality. But there's a little more acceptance to you that, okay, yeah, you know what? There is that part to me as well. Cool. Let's do the Tower in your strength. The Fool, the 7 of Swords, the Ace of Cups. That's your strength. That's really your strength there. In which you get to that aha moment of, I deserve so much more than this. I deserve something that resonates with me. And I know it's out there somewhere. It may not be here. It may very well be here. But I don't know because I don't see it now. So maybe it's not here. So let's keep ourselves open to any possibility because I deserve so much more. And so much better than this. And that's your aha moment. And I kind of get the sense that you're getting to it from time to time. It hits you out of nowhere like a train because that's what aha moments are. You struggle with this experience for who knows how long, and all of a sudden, what the hell? I don't deserve this. I don't. And those are the key moments for you, in which if you hang on to that energy and that belief that, because you do get what you're worth, you do get what you deserve usually in life. We just don't realize that. And that doesn't apply to all of our lives. Maybe one time I'm going through really low vibration energies where I'm being pulled down and I look at life in the most negative way. I'm going to track that shit like no tomorrow. We get what we deserve based on that. If we truly connect with who we are in there, you know, that essence of love and who we truly are, then we're going to attract that. So when you get those aha moments about your worth and what you deserve here, you better hang on to them. And that's where your focus should be. And I get the sense that at this moment in time, as challenging as this may look and feel at times, you're focusing a lot on those aha moments, which is great as far as I'm concerned. It's still gonna suck here, but not as bad. You know, this experience going through it and still fighting against more. For the Death card in the immediate future, you get the Two of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. I mean, this is looking a lot like, you know what? I'm done here. No matter how much it takes, I'm willing to go pursue what I feel I'm worth. I mean, that's beautiful in the way it's coming in. It's very clear. Very clean cut. No more, oh, you know, maybe at some point I'll change my mind. And maybe that will be the case. But it doesn't belong in this energy. This energy is coming in as clarity for you, as what you need to be doing by putting yourself first there. And that's exactly what is resulting out of that. So it's beautiful as far as I'm concerned. For the Six of Swords in the supportive energies, you get the Four of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Cups. You're kind of, whether you know it or not, you're kind of on your way out of this. A little upset, a little disappointed, kind of dragging your feet there. But you're kind of doing it. With each day, with each action, with each thought, with each challenge, slowly but surely, you're kind of making your way out of this, and not even out of this, but towards something that does work out for you. You know, maybe this will shift one day, but you never know. What are you going to do? Just wait? No, you got to go in the direction that makes sense for you. And if this is supposed to shift, it's going to meet you in that direction at some point when it's ready. You know, you don't have to wait around. For the Ten of Wands in the hidden energies, you get the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. Carrying this on your shoulder in the way that it is right now, it's a big burden. And you keep on saying, yeah, but it's okay, I can do this. Why do you have to? That's my question. Why do you have to? Because it's coming in as deceptive when you do that. Oh my God, this weigh me down like no tomorrow. Just going through all of this experience like this. Exactly the way it is. It's so hard, it's so heavy. But it's okay because I can do it. Why do you have to? Let's do the Hermit in your hopes and fears. The Emperor, the World card, the Nine of Pentacles. Good. You're taking charge here. Whatever it is you're focused on, and again, it feels like that lighter self-worth, self-love type of an energy, which is freaking amazing. It's boosting your confidence to the point of, I'm taking charge of my own life here. That's what you're building up towards here. And when you're at that point of trusting that you've got this, and you're getting to that point of self-reliance and independence and feeling freaking amazing, and feeling that you have the power to create your own reality in whichever way you'd like, score. You know, you're done. You're done here. You'll look at this and you'll be like, what the hell was I doing there? Wow. You know, But you'll be able to take charge of pretty much every part of your life here. So that's what you're building up towards right now, which is, again, in my opinion, freaking amazing. I don't even give a damn how these energies look and feel, because you'll be able to overcome them just like that. It's a piece of cake. For the potential outcome, for the Page of Swords, you get the Chariot, the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. And when you're ready, and you'll know when you're ready, you'll know when that time is, because you'll feel it. The universe is right there, kind of with a big ass banner, like saying you're ready. You're like, oh, okay, let's go. You'll close this off completely. You'll get there slowly but surely. Again, you'll know when that is. And at that point in time, when you are ready, it's going to feel so easy. It's not even funny. Right now, you're not even in that place of like making sense of that. Like, how can it be easy? Look at this mess, but no. And not only will you be able to close it so easily, there'll be a lot of lessons you would have learned along the way, and you'll acknowledge that. You'd be in that place where you're like, okay, done, lesson learned. And there's a lot of lessons that this situation is going to teach you. A lot, and mostly about yourself, which is, the most powerful lessons you can learn. Beautiful reading, in all honesty. Let me see what the universe has to close it off. The Eight of Cups, the Magician, the Queen of Swords. Right now, from a practical perspective, you just want to be done and over with this. Like, you wanna look at this and, in the rear view mirror, like, nah, I just want to get it over and done with. I'm done here, because it is exhausting. And that's from a conscious perspective. What ran through the reading is more of a deeper layer of you and how you're kind of navigating through all of this. The conscious perspective is a little frustrated, is a little like, leave me alone already with this one. But there's stuff happening beyond that. But anyways, let's do the Hummingbird Wisdom. Heart Song. Your heart is opening and singing of sweet, unconditional love. Holy guacamole. Nice. All right. Sweet hummingbird is sending loving rays of pink light, asking you to listen to the song playing deep within your heart, calling you to more love, passion, and tolerance. Let your heart strike chords of resonance with this eternally flowing beat of unconditional love. Let the vibrations of your unique heart song emerge into the world. Let life and all its expressions be music to your ears as you reveal in the masterful orchestra that is created by the diverse songs being sung within the universe. This world needs more hearts like yours, willing to listen to a variety of genres and being open to new, unfamiliar tempos. You're being called by light, to light the way by expanding even more, by challenging yourself to love characteristics in others, in society, and in yourself that you find difficult to embrace. You're being asked to see through the eyes of spirit, through the pure heart of spirit, which loves everything and everyone, how and where it is. Loving unconditionally in this way means not looking away from unpleasant things, but seeing them in their wholeness and perfection without needing them to change. Sweet Hummingbird is guiding you to practice in little ways first, with the minor irritations and annoyances that come up in daily life. Can you find a little more understanding for the driver who cut you off in traffic, or forgiveness after an argument? Ask Sweet Hummingbird and the angels to help you in these situations as you take a deep, conscious breath, bring your focus to your heart, and make space for a little more love. Sweet Hummingbird's mission is to amplify the song of unconditional love through our physical world And with your opening heart, you are joining in with this much needed chorus. Affirmation: I open my heart and see myself and others through the eyes of spirit. That's beautiful. And that resonates a lot with probably my strongest belief that there should be love in everything. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.